Am I leaving Canon for Sony? My name is Berkshire. Thank you for checking out this video. If you enjoy this information or watching my videos and want to support me, please hit the like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. Please support me in this channel. I really appreciate you. Now let's get on with the video. If you follow me, you noticed recently I posted a story talking about how I bought a Sony a7S III and a couple new lenses to go with it. And I got a lot of DMs talking about, am I leaving Canon? Welcome back to Sony. I used to shoot on Sony, and then I've been shooting on Canon for 3 years, and I did purchase this a7S III. So does that mean that I am leaving Canon? The answer is absolutely not. We still own 4 Canons to my one new Sony a7S III, and we love Canon, and I love shooting a lot of things on Canon. It is our main workhorse and our main moneymaker of all the content we shoot. Now let's talk about Sony. So I actually love Sony. I've really enjoyed the product they put out for a long time, and I used to shoot on a Sony Alpha 6300 and an Alpha 6500, and then that's where it all started while I was touring in the music industry, and I absolutely loved the product, the video that I was creating from Sony, but I wanted to take a different path when it came to sports photography, the videos my wife and I were creating, and we wanted to make a full-time switch to Canon because I was so inspired by what I was seeing and the product that we love that Canon has put out. So you've seen that I have Canon R6, Canon R5s, and a Canon R3, which I purchased recently, that I'm still going to do a video now talking about what I think of the Canon R3, and the truth is I absolutely love it, and I'll do a whole video talking about why I love this camera. So now let's talk about why I bought the a7S III. This camera represents all the video that I want to produce when it comes to the action and the gameplay of the NFL games, seeing how I work for the NFL as an LCC, and it is one of my main jobs to take video over photography. And even though I am still going to have my Canons and I'm still going to do Canon photography and a little bit of Sony photography, this is a video camera, and if you know anything about Sonys, you know the Sony a7S III with just a 12 megapixel camera is mainly for video. My concerns are wanting to shoot better in low light at nighttime games, which on the Sony a7S III you can pump the ISO insanely high, even up to 12,000, and just have an incredible shot with very little grain. And then I also noticed that a lot of the videographers that I work with and like their work all shoot with Sonys, and I just love the way it looks. Do I love the way the Canon video looks too? Absolutely, 100%, but it's just a slightly different focus on the ball, a slightly different look, and it's not me being Team Canon or Team Sony, one or the other. I just want to have the best of both worlds. When it comes to the photography side, I want to be able to produce Canon shots, and when it comes to the video side, I want to be able to produce Sony video. So even though I do appreciate the Canon family and the Sony family, I just want to be able to own the best of both worlds. I've always believed that to be the best, you need to learn, progress, and also have some of the best gear. There's an amazing side of what Canon puts out with their technology, and there's a whole different side of video technology that Sony is very superior at. And a lot of the shots that I see on game days and a lot of people that I follow, I love their work, and I just wanted to be able to have both. So I did purchase a couple lenses with this Sony. I will talk about them in future videos, my whole setup for shooting video. This Sunday coming up, as I'm filming this video, I'll be shooting the San Francisco 49ers at the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of a Canon R5, Canon R3 shots right next to the Sony a7S III, some 120 some slow motion, some 4K 60, and just kind of show you guys a little bit of the difference of the photography video when it comes to both sides and how much I love them equally, and I'm going to use them both to make myself just more versatile and hopefully just up my game and become better. So am I leaving Canon? Absolutely not. We own 4 Canons. I own 1 Sony. I might end up purchasing a different Sony, the Sony A9 III or whatever it's called, that is actually dropping soon, is with the global shutter. is absolutely bonkers to think about, that there's not going to be any background flickering with lighting and screens and all kinds of issues that cause that flickering. The global shutter is not going to go from top to bottom. It's going to go all at one time, and you can shoot in slow motion without having that flicker. So at a price point of $6,000, which is what I just purchased the R3 for recently, a little bit under, about $5,500, at a place called Colonial Photo Hobby in Orlando. If you haven't been there, please check it out. It is like Toys R Us for photographers. So Canon R3, $5,500. I just purchased this, and I really wanted to up my sports photography and also still have the video settings on the R5, which is why I bought the R3. So little bit left I want to talk about the Sony. I love the photography side of it, and even though it's only 12 megapixel, that's all you need for social media. That's all you need for Instagram. So I am also going to be taking pictures on this camera, and I'm so excited to shoot video on this camera and just show you guys what I'm able to do with it. I love both. I'm going to produce content with both. So that's all for this video, guys. I really appreciate you checking it out again. I am officially Sony and Canon. I'm going to produce the best content I can from both worlds and what they have to offer. So again, thanks for checking out this video, and until the next one, peace.